Hey, what's up? I'm me. You're you. That's the best part about it, right? You be you, I be me. That's how this work. We agree to disagree. No. I saw some clips from this video, right? So it's this man named Dawgface. I don't know where he came from. I just know I found him because I was like watching like the booty warrior content and you know how a lot of certain type of men go to jail and be fruity in jail, gay for the stay or for pay or whatever. That's how I discovered his content. Now I don't know if he was gay in jail, but he did like 5 billion years or something. So you know that makes a black man an expert in like a trending topic in the black male sector of videos they watch. So Dawgface, this man get mad. Do he look like a dog? That motherfucker look like an animal for sure. I think dogs are cuter, but definitely rah 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 in the face, right? So rah rah rah. So he get mad because you know, yeah, Young Miami got the scamming that little song that it's catchy. I can't say I ever listened to it through, but I hear it scrolling and whatever. But so you know, spend that money fast, pop them tags. He talking about city girls are the worst rap group in the history of hip hop. He was like, "Oh yeah, she was giving P Diddy head just for a show, and she was his you know his beard and all this stuff." I mean, like this man is pissed off. Talking about she leading young girls astray, young women astray, and young men astray for girls to be boosters and for young men to spend money at the club on women and it's just like, cause the man like, so you against 304 activities? He's like, no, I ain't against 304 activities, and it's just like, why is you acting like this one lady is contributing to the downfall of the black community? This new rhetoric that black men is talking about, because he's talking about all the city girls and JT got a bad taste in men, and you know, Young Miami, women do sexual favors for things all the time. I didn't even realize that till I got older, and just looking back, I wish I would have did more. Okay, just saying, just saying. Don't shoot me. Just saying, like this video, if you got time, hopefully you enjoy it. But it's just like he is so mad, like talking about you the devil, ho. She the devil? Black men created music that has degraded black women for the last 50 years of hip hop. That was like the other year or something. So I guess we're 51 or 52 years of hip hop now. Like men didn't tell other men to get in gangs and sell drugs, then contribute to the delinquency of their community. And it's like the fake outrage for me, but why I think he really mad, just on some real stuff, I think he really mad because these young women, they want money. And just thinking about when we was young, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of young women in my time came up where you might be getting put out at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, depends. So you gotta go be with a older man, whether you like him or not, or you so vulnerable and desperate and in such a bad situation that you got to deal with this old man. And he didn't groomed you and you done had kids by this older man because you just didn't know no better. Whereas these girls like, if you want my vag, girl, I need some money, girl. And I feel like the city girls really brought in like, you're not finna just use my body as a tool and I'm not gonna get nothing from it. And I think that this man is more upset because it's like, out of all the women to be obsessed with, why is you obsessed with this 304 girl? Why is you so obsessed? Because a lot of these older black men, they don't have access to these young women. Because if they're not celibate or forbidden or you know dating out because they don't even deal with black men or just simply not attracted to you, you know, it's just the audacity for older men to really think that young women should really be attracted to them for who they are. Even when I was young, a woman when she was young and dealt with an older man, it's because he used to really help her with money or living there. Now these women have I've had kids with an older man. You know, all my kids' dads are older than me, but it's still like, why we got to do all this fake stuff like women just created this one day. Now the popping tags, getting bags, these women want money, and I think it's the anger that's coming from older black men that young women they don't have access to them. They want to use them for free. You know what I mean? When they don't get nothing. Back in the day, you might have got a little money from an older man or You know, you dealt with an older man because you really had to. Like even my first son, dad, I thought that man was the ugliest man I ever saw in my life. Like, honest to God, truth. Like I thought that was the ugliest man I saw in my ever saw. But what was he doing? He was taking me to work. He was taking me where I need to be. When my mama put me out, he would pick me up. He let me live with him. I never saw myself with that man. Never. Eventually, I got pregnant at the end of our relationship. Hashtag anchor baby. VT. You know how they go. But that boy's 17 now, so it don't even matter. We all good in the hood. But it's just like 17 years ago. But y'all know I'm older anyway. And my nose rings, never real. So if they be on one side or the other, I'm not fronting or flexing. I just forget to put it on the same side sometimes. But I always fake nose rings. But it's like, why are you not having conversations about the good black women who going to school and being astronauts and scholars? I mean, not astronauts. I'm sorry. Damn, I was being sarcastic. I was thinking about ninjas. But but really, why don't you focus on the nice, good, wholesome black women? You don't like them because they don't want to do pee showers. They don't want to have golden showers with you. They don't want to play your little backdoor activities that you play at jail, allegedly. Allegedly. It's just this outrage by men that they don't have access to young women no more. I'm so thankful for the internet and just real women coming on here and telling their real baby mama stories like me and telling, just real experiences so they don't fall into that trap. And I think that just being on here this many years and just thinking about a girl who might have been 15 listening, or a girl who was 20 and 25 now listening, and how they just not going. And I think a lot of this is because they mad because these young girls not going. So what they gonna do? They say they can get a passport. I don't think nothing wrong with getting no passport. Like if a man really want to get a passport and go overseas and all this stuff, I didn't even realize I didn't really use all this up. Wow, I had a purple one just like it. I should find it. But it's like, why don't you get a passport? Why do you feel entitled to these young women if you can't afford to pay them? Why are you mad at whole 304 culture has been around a long time, even with video vixens like Corinne Stephan. She was just brave enough and smart enough to write a book. Even with Melissa Ford talking about her endeavors and stuff now, and it's but she don't go. I don't know if she go into detail. I don't watch her interviews, but I saw one clip where she was like, "Women should not do this lifestyle," and like in the same voice, she was like, "Yes, yeah, somebody paid me $100,000 for a date." So women don't deserve to get $100,000 for stuff they probably doing anyway for free. But you deserve to get $100,000. But nobody should go into this life. I'm not saying what people should. I don't care what women do with their life, with their time. It's your body, it's your choice. But it's just the condemning of women and trying to push black culture or criminal culture on Young Miami. Is Young Miami perfect? Young Miami is by no means is perfect. I'm not am I a Miami fan? I'm more of a JT fan. I'm even surprised she got this hit song, just to be honest. I'm shocked. I'm through the roof. I'm shocked. But I think a lot of women can relate to get that bag. Now, should you be out there boosting? I'm not for boosting. I don't believe in it. But girl, do what you gotta do for your business, and it's your business. Only thing I can say is do it under $500, girl. That's what the people say. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. If the right woman walk up to me and we cool, and it's a lot of money, there's something I need right now, I don't know what I do. I ain't gonna lie. But I know I ain't going to no store stealing nothing. But I ain't against my stealers now. Y'all can do y'all stealer thing, but I ain't against it. But I just don't do it when you with me, girl. Don't take me to the store to do it, girl. Because I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to point and I'm going to tell. I'm... Reverse. Like, no. But it's just like, I'm just saying trend. Because I'm thoroughly enjoying the manosphere and black men's content these days. Just being honest. They just so entertaining. But it's just this trend, this uptick in videos where men are like, oh, women are talking about being promiscuous and they need to stay at home and they need to be wives. And it's a little different than just dating stuff where they're just like they're just red pill. It's a little different because it's crafted more. I think the red pill is more guys who really can't get nobody in real incel culture. But I think it's a targeted group of men who are usually older, who remember when women were stupid and didn't want nothing and just loved a man because he talked on the phone, or loved a man because he was a man, just regular black male worship, or just gave him badge because her self esteem was so low. And so you can tell that that transition happened in his life, and he doesn't know that he's like an older guy now. Like, you don't know you're 50 plus. You don't know whatever attractiveness you had. You gave it to the men in jail, or didn't. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. But it's just like, you mad because women want money, and these are not just young women who want money. Matter of fact, I was just arguing with the old man who I deal with. Whatever you trying to give me, you don't give me what I want. I'm done. It's the summer. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not finna keep playing with you, old ass man. Like, what's wrong with you? Motherfucker been calling and texting all day. Man, he never calls and texts me. I always gotta call and text him, which I don't mind. I don't care. I go get what I'm getting from him, or, you know, get your money and run, whatever we got going on. But I just fucked up because I started liking him kind of. But he still acting like he gonna find a bitch like me. You not gonna find no bitch like me who fuck with you like me. You know you not. So who you playing with? You know you're not. But they got this sense of this bravado that's like, I'm like, keep your shoulder down, girl. Because it looks so weird. My one shoulder be up and it be down. I'm like, but anyway, I'm trying to keep it down. But anyway. Nah, because I be swerving the chair and the thingy is over here. But anyway, it's just like I'm just seeing this growing trend of older black men who are like so disgusted, so they say, with rap culture that black women are doing, and just that internal anger they have that black men are like not running the rap scene these days. Whereas black women have twerked and danced to some of the most debaucherous things. Just telling us we're B's, we're H's. Ain't no fun, so homie don't have none. Suck my this, run a train, and I'ma beat it up. Put it in your mouth, put it in beat your. And I'm guilty, very guilty, guilty as charged, guilty. That back, I'ma beat it up. Oh, just the overall sexualization of black women, and how this is not a video about how black women contributed to it, but I think we did that video before. Maybe I'll try to find that and link it below. That might be a good video for reference. But if I remember. But I just feel like, Mr. Old Man, age happens to everybody. The good women, the nice women, you didn't want them. And now you're 50, pushing 60. Because I know he not 40 nothing. If he is the hardest 40 anything I ever seen. But he about 50, pushing 60. And talking about a go-go bag, and these young men can't afford no go-go bag, and they gonna be paying and spending their money on bitches at the club. That's what men do. They spend money on bitches in the club. But to me, it sound like that LGBTQ hating because they tell them to go be with women. And that these younger men, it's like, if a black man ain't making no good hip hop records, he got to dance to Megan Thee Stallion. Black men, they just slipping on their own. I don't know why they can't keep making no records. I don't know why the black male artists are not doing as good as the women artists. Well, I don't know. To me, I think they are. Because I was watching something earlier, and they're like, oh, I didn't know 21 Savage had so many hits on the Billboard charts, like 113 or something of his hits. And he was like, where I been? But I guess it's what you listen to and what your algorithm do. So it could be black men making good black music. But is it appealing to women who have a whole sector of Flo Millies and Rico Nasty, and somebody put another girl, Tiara Whack, all these girls that, if you're not even into the traditional black girls where we talk about the mainstream Megans and Glorillas, the Nickies and Cardis, it's a lot of underground black women rappers that, Flossiana Boss, I think, Flyana Boss or something. There's like a two little girl groups, some little emo girls. They're so cute. I used to follow them on Twitter, but I did like activating my Twitter account, I think last year or something. But or something happened, and I was like, fuck this shit. I'm not. Something happened. I forget what happened, but I'm glad I did activate it because I was on too many platforms, and this stuff just rot your brain. Like, this stuff was super stressful, and I know I'm able to even be on here just in a civilized way, just because I'm not there anymore. It's just too much information. It's some information overload, and not against people who like it. Like, I loved it when I was there, but just information overload. All this shit drove me crazy. But anyway, it's just like. It's just fun to see black men getting old and just the entitlement they feel to access young women bodies for free. And the fact that they're angry because younger black women are actually getting self-esteem. And I think they doing better than we did, cause they saying no, and they are child free, and they don't. It's not as much stigma as it once was to getting abortions and stuff, and I'm just proud of the young black women. I enjoys it. It's the content a little aggravating when they wanna talk about what black men doing with their passports all day. Yeah, it get a little aggravating saying it, but I'm just glad they not falling for the okey doke and the stupid shit. That's what I'm glad about. So however they got to convince themselves to not fuck with niggas, I'm happy. But I don't think nothing wrong with messing with a black man just because you might can get something out of them. I feel like they're a good time man. Like I'm not gonna say that it's real love or a real relationship or real marriage. Now, if you're looking for that, I don't think black men would be a good choice for any woman if you're looking for real relationship, real love, real connection, real partnership. No, I'm just wiping this stuff up, but I don't think that's wise at any age. I don't think that's wise. I just don't. I think it just even if you're a young woman, but they will have to fuck around and find out for themselves. But because they may or may not listen, but I think they listening more, way more than I ever would have thought. The message went way further than I ever would have thought. But I think that black men are cool for a good time, man. They a good time, man. You get your money and run. You get your money and run. But to actually think there was something would become of it, or there's real quality there, or that you should move in together. Oh yeah, I did all these yesterday, so that's what's up. We can just throw these away. I don't think that's wise for any woman. And not because I'm just so against black men. I don't even have the anger with black men that I used to have. I'm just not so against them, but I do feel like as a woman who's been in love and who had love and had children and were in relationships, like even all my kids, they was in the confounds of relationships. Like I was in relationships with all the men I had kids with. But not that I'm better. I'm just saying that I believe love is there, but they don't know how to love. Even just thinking about my daughter's dad, her dad is divorced from his wife after 17 years. That girl finally got free in a way, and I just feel so bad for that girl after talking to my daughter dad. Like, he's sick. I had to, like, block him. But then my son's dad, he won't even tell me why they got a divorce, so you know it's some shit in the game. And then my one son dad, he's like 45 or something. I think both of them kind of 45 or my daughter's dad is more closer to my age, but both of them about 45, 46, maybe 47, somewhere in there. And those two, my son dad, he been with that girl. My first son dad been with that girl for like so many years, and he has so many kids on this lady and so many different families. Like they'll break up and get back together. Like even me, I think we lived together for like 2 years. I didn't even know he. I didn't even know that. I was so young. I didn't even know there was a thing where people be with people and break up and then go back to them. I didn't even know there was a thing. He been doing that to that girl all her life, literally. And they still together. And he finally married her maybe a few years back or something. But I feel like he at least could marry her. Shit. But and my other son, dad, he with a girl. She's an older woman, but he's older now, so they gotta settle down and be with who's gonna take care of them the most. They can't just be out here running around. Are they still running around? Without a doubt, they still running around on these women, without a doubt. But it's just like they just not a good investment. Even my son dad, he's a user too. You know, my daughter dad, he's a drunk. He trying to rebuild his life. About 41 or something. If I'm 30, no, he's not that close to me, so he might be 43 or 44 too. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway, he trying to rebuild his life. Just got of a halfway house for alcohol and stuff. So it's just like I just think they're a bad investment. And I'm not saying other races of people who don't have fuck ups and mess ups, but they are more family oriented. They are more loving and know how to love someone who they're with. Whereas black men, I feel like they don't know how to love. Even if they do love you, it ain't no doubt in my head. I was with men who loved me, but they don't know how to love you properly because that's not the culture of black men. That's not the nature of them. So I don't know how this video went so long. We used to do long videos all the time, but I just found this guy really hilarious, fascinating, and it's just a good day in my book when old ass black men are crying. It's just a good day. And just to see them kind of deteriorate as they get older. And yeah, some black men look nice with age, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them, just everything they've been through just be all over them. And it's just so nice to just see them like just in a panic and throwing a hissy fit. Because you can't fuck young women. You not young, sir. And then it's also kind of gratifying because it's like, yeah, I'm getting older, but I could pull a young man, and I don't got to give him no money. No, it's just that black woman swirler, black man basher that I used to be. She's just singing in my heart some type of way. But I'm not that anymore. Well, I'm still a swirler. I've never claimed divestment, but and nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Don't fight me, girl. But yeah, no, I was saying I was a swirler back then because you still never know who you'll deal with, and I wasn't gonna be on here lying to y'all. Like we talk all day, every day, so I'm gonna tell on myself. No, I'm finna just be honest, you know. But my mind just going. So let's end the video here. Stay beautiful, stay wonderful, stay big pep and spinning G's. Okay. Bye, y'all. All of you this for like the video. I would like a I got the story. Remembering to tell y'all to comment in the beginning, kind of, because y'all only give me like 2 minutes, which is cool. I'm cool with that. Would y'all like you to watch more? If I want you to watch more, I would have to develop my own self as a creator to become better for what y'all need me to be. So that's my responsibility. It's not really y'all. It's my responsibility to keep you all entertained. So I'll figure that out, and hopefully it comes along with it. And we're trying something new every day. Bye.